What's going on, Wolves and Warriors? My name's Jay Stewart, and this is the Better Body Academy podcast, the #1 show for those looking to permanently overhaul their mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. We banish the fitness industry BS and replace it with science-backed strategies proven through countless client transformations. In the Better Body Academy, we help busy men and women around the world get unstuck and back into momentum so they start feeling strong and sexy again. Our mission is to transform 1 million lives, and you, my friend, could be next. And on that note, let's get straight into today's show. Guys, welcome back to the Better Body Academy podcast, the podcast that you come to when you're sick of the dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. Now, up until this point, we've been a little bit esoteric. We've been talking about all the mindset components and the lifestyle components, but what I want to do in this video is give you some straight up value and advice around your transformation. As a university qualified dietitian, I feel very kind of compelled about this topic, and we are going to be discussing the idea of why meal plans suck. And so if you're doing a transformation and you're on some sort of a meal plan, whether it's a part of your, dieting approach or your coaching system, whatever it is, why that sucks. I want to give you an alternative perspective. I want to tell you instead what you could consider, because I think this is going to really help to liberate you somewhat. I do want to thank you guys for coming in and tuning in live. And if you do watch later on Facebook, please hashtag replay. Helps us to get the podcast out there. But let's get stuck into today's episode. So what I want to ask you is, have you ever tried to start a health kick before? It doesn't matter what type of a health kick it was, but have you ever tried to start a health kick before? And if the answer to that is yes, which I don't know anyone in the world that hasn't tried to do this before, let me ask you a question. Why did it not last? Why did this health kick not last? Maybe you went really, really well for 2 weeks. Maybe you were starting to feel good, but then the old you popped up and it sort of gently went off the ball. And why did that happen? Did you just do something off the cuff? Or did you sign up for a structured plan where you were told what to eat, how to eat, when to exercise, when to do a poo and wee? I mean, come on. I'm going to be picking apart what my problem is with these coaching programs or diets that are so structured. And my bet is that when you did this at the start, it was easy, right? Because we all just want to be told what to do. Just tell me what to do. I don't want to have to think. So what happened is, in this diet, this meal plan, you just followed the instructions, right? And things were good, but eventually you got to a point where you got bored. The plan become unsustainable. And I want to give you a classic example. My most hated plan of all, and I'm going to offend a few people listening and watching live, no doubt. My most hated plan of all is keto. Hashtag fuck keto. Why do I hate keto? Well, what is keto first? This is a meal plan based predominantly around increasing the fat in your diet and excluding nearly all carbohydrates, okay? That's the main framework of this meal plan. Now, who in their right mind is going to exclude carbohydrates for the rest of their life? So think about carbohydrate foods. All the pastries, all the fruit, things like potatoes, pasta, pizza, essentially all the tasty things. When you're following keto, you are assumably making a commitment to getting rid of all of those things outside of your life. I'm no longer going to eat those things. What I see a lot of people doing is they say, I lost 10 kilos on keto. And then they stopped keto and they put it all back on again. This was because they couldn't continue the restraint behavior that they'd been operating by. Not only is it unnecessary, but carbs are the best tasting thing on the plate. Give us a silent head nod if you agree. So unless you're never intending to eat carbohydrates again, why would you include this as part of your strategy? So this is just one example of a meal plan or a diet. And see, my problem with this, and my problem with these workout plans, these coaching programs where there is zero education, is it's all great following things when you can follow them, but the moment that you stop them, you end up back where you started. You end up back where you started. Now, as a dietitian, you would think that that would mean that I should be preaching meal plans, right? And inside of our academy, it is true that we give everyone to start a 2-week meal plan to get them going. Why do we do that? Because we want to get you started and we want to give you some kind of insight into what healthy eating looks like without starving yourself. And whilst you're doing this meal plan, what we do is conduct constant coaching activities around educating you on what healthy eating actually is. And naturally what happens is after 2 weeks, you wean off the meal plan, kickstarts the engine, and then what can happen is you can start to eat more intuitively. Does this make sense? Because you're learning the fundamentals of what healthy eating looks like without starving yourself. We teach a model which we call the BBA Flexible Eating Way. The BBA Flexible Eating Way. Inside of this model, there are no foods that you can't have. Okay, there's no foods that you can't have. We had a family barbecue on the weekend and there was lots of bad foods that the dieters or the PTs might have kicked our ass for. In our meal approach, there are no foods that you can't have. The only thing that matters is at the top level, the calories and the protein. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why without going into too much detail. When it comes to losing fat of any kind, wherever it is, it just comes down to calories. When it comes to building muscle and staying satiated, keeping you full, it comes down mostly to the amount of protein in your diet. So there are no rules. The only thing that matters is that you hit these basic calorie and protein requirements for the day. There are also no cheat days. Inside the BBA, Flexible Eating Way, there are no cheat days. Think about a cheat day, what that actually means. Right, it's Monday. I'm on my diet. I'm not going to eat anything bad. It's Tuesday. I'm on my diet. I'm not going to eat anything bad. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to eat anything bad. I'm not going to eat anything bad. I get to Sunday. I've got to eat something bad. That inherently doesn't work because all you're doing is restricting, and then getting to the weekend and having a massive blowout because it can't be accounted for. A human is not programmed to do that. So for us, there's no need for a cheat day. You don't need a cheat day if the indulgence, whatever the indulgent food is built into your daily calorie allowance. So if, for example, you really want to have a meat pie for you Aussies, or you really want to have some ice cream for dessert, it's completely fine. You don't have to wait till Sunday cheat day. You have it, but you account for it in your flexible eating way. There's no need to cheat because the food is epic, as one of my live viewers and beautiful clients, Brent, says. The main thing we look to do is we take a top level approach and we say, that is a favorite food of mine, spaghetti bolognese. How could I substitute items in that recipe and make them a little bit healthy to be in line with my personal goals? How could I do that? Oh, well, maybe I could sub out the 3-star beef for some turkey or some pork. Okay, maybe I could take the refined white noodles and sub them out for some zucchini noodles, some brown noodles, some protein noodles, some bean noodles. This is the approach. The approach is not one of, I can't have that, that food's bad, that food's good, that's bad. That doesn't work. How long are you going to stick to a model that puts you into a good and bad camp? Now, you might ask, why is this a better approach? Well, number one, it gives you flexibility. What do you do when your PT tells you that chicken and broccoli is what you'll be eating for the next 2 weeks and you fucking hate chicken and broccoli? What do? You give up. You give up because the meal plan is rigid. It doesn't work for you. What if even though you like chicken and broccoli, you're being told to eat chicken and broccoli every day for the rest of the year? It's repetitive. So if you're a sort of person which craves novelty, you're going to give up. Same outcome, you're going to give up. And our model, this BBA healthy eating way, is life ready. What do we mean by that? Well, we do away with the whole black and white meal plan, okay? This is what happens. I stuck to the meal plan and then I fell off, so I quit. How many times do we do that? I started keto, I lost weight, I stuck to it, it was awesome, it was really good, but I couldn't keep it up, so I lost weight and I put it back on again. That's the repeating theme. How sustainable is this? Are you going to cut carbohydrates out for the rest of your life? You don't need to do that. This is my true belief, okay? This is my true belief. I think that you, my friend, are intelligent. That's what I believe. I believe the majority of people are intelligent enough that if you give them some basic skills and empower them to make their own decisions, this is going to help them enjoy their life, of which food is central to that. My belief is that you are intelligent, and I want you to have a good life with a sustainable approach to health. Why would I pigeonhole you with a meal plan if there is an alternative way to do it which doesn't involve the rigidity? This is what I do. This is what our family does. This is what our Better Body Academy does. My goal is to teach this to the world so you guys can stop starving yourself and excluding all the good things. This underpins my problem with the fitness industry per se. This underpins it. Quick fixes lead to quick failures. I don't care if you lost 5 kilograms in 5 weeks. I don't care if you lost 20 kilograms in 5 weeks. Talk to me in 2 years. Where are you? If you took quick fixes on the way to getting there by cutting things out, I'll see you in 2 years and you will have put it all back on plus more. If you lean into the process and learn the tools of the flexible eating way, which builds in different foods of high calorie and low calorie, indulgence and what we'd call typically healthy or clean, you have that inherent flexibility inside the meal plan. Does your coach, this is the pointed question, does the coach or the PT that you are currently using right now help you to fix the root issue? The root issue being that you probably put on some weight because you didn't understand the fundamentals of nutrition. Yes, you understood food, but there's a difference between food and nutrition. Nutrition is a very detailed, subject. And so, if we can give you the tools which play to your intelligence, and once you have these tools, you can use them for life, perfect. You will be empowered. So my question is your coach teaching you how to eat, or is he and she just giving you a succession of different meal plans, effectively enabling your incompetence, meaning you never get to a point where you can look after yourself? You never get to the point where you can go to a barbecue or go to a restaurant and not feel a sense of anxiety about going outside of the lines. The fitness industry does not believe that people have the intelligence to learn and think for themselves. You want to know why? And maybe this is inaccurate, but my belief is this. If you learned to do this for yourself, what would happen? You'd stop paying your PT. You would stop paying your coach or dietitian. So you might ask, well, how is the academy different then, Jace? We flipped the model up completely. There's no advertising. There's no big pyramid scheme of it's very simple. When you teach people to become empowered, what do? They have a fantastic transformation and they tell their friends about it. Or I post a photo of Ben Milby, Linda Janes, Sophie Hamstra, Roger, any of over 500 transformations that we've successfully done. We simply post that, and you look at that and you think to yourself, I wonder what meal plan he did. I wonder what this coaching program's all about. The coaching program is all about teaching you how to free yourself and do it forever. That's the goal. So whether you're inside of the BBA or whether you're external to it, it doesn't matter. My plea to you is to give away your stupid meal plan. My plea to you is to give away your stupid diet. Invest a little bit of time in learning the basic fundamentals of healthy eating. Basing your eating around a whole food diet. When you're full, stop eating. Pay attention to your satiety cues. Okay? Stop drinking all your calories. There are fundamental rules that you can follow here. And once you know the rules, you will be 80% there in terms of your weight management, because nutrition is 80% of the whole thing. So guys, I'm going to love you and leave you there. Hopefully this kind of smacks you if you're on the latest diet or craze or meal plan, and just gives you an alternate perspective to go, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. What I'm doing at the moment is not going to be sustainable for me for the next 50 years. So why am I doing it now? Because the moment you stop doing it, you're going to end up putting the weight back on. What we need to do, guys, is play to your intelligence as a human, stop pigeonholing you, and let's solve the problem together. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for coming in live and joining the Better Body Academy podcast. This is the podcast you come to when you're sick of the dumb diets and unsustainable plans. I will see you in the next episode. Wolves and Warriors, thank you so much for tuning in. If this podcast is hitting the mark for you and giving you the confidence to start your own personal journey, I want you to hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy. I want to give you the tools to permanently overhaul your mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. Our mission is to achieve 1 million lives transformed, and you, my friend, could be next. So hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy, and we can have a chat about whether we can help you with your transformation goals.